The next pillar in our framework is arguably the thing that's going to set you apart the most, and that is reflection. We've kind of been alluding to this one in the previous lessons, and with good reason. This is one of the pillars that kind of links with all of the other ones we've talked about. There's always opportunity to reflect on something when you talk about it. Unfortunately, this is also the thing that a lot of people struggle with, because up to this point, we've never really had to reflect on anything. So we don't really know what that actually means. Or maybe we have a slightly incorrect understanding of what reflection actually means. So to help you understand, let me just define reflection. It's essentially the ability to think introspectively and extract the lessons from previous experiences. So basically, when you're talking about an example or a past experience, you should talk about the lessons you learned from it and how that changed you as a person and how it's going to affect your future action as a result. Now, of course, this level of detail isn't possible for every single example and every single experience. So you have to choose the best ones to reflect on really well and basically kind of keep it at a superficial reflection for the other ones. Now, I can't stress how important this pillar is and how useful it is to help you shine out. Let's now move on to the next lesson and see some specific examples of this in action. As you know, this complete personal statement masterclass is completely free for you to watch right here on YouTube. But if you're like me and you prefer this information in the written format, then you might like to check out my ebook by clicking on the link somewhere up here or in the description below. This 100-page book concisely contains everything you'll need to write to your very own personal statement using genuine Oxbridge examples. I've written it to be easy to read and designed it to be easy on the eyes to help you access all the key information in the quickest way possible. And you can use the code ULTIMATE, which will give the first 100 people 50% off the book. On top of that, everyone who buys the book will get 50% off the full personal statement video masterclass, which features 20 extra lessons covering how to structure the personal statement, how to get going, how to cut down, what pitfalls to avoid, and lots of worked examples, all of which will help you craft your very own expert personal statement. Now, back to the lesson. In the previous lesson, we learned the importance of reflecting deeply on past experiences and extracting lessons from it. Now, let's see those ideas in action. Here's an example. European Youth Parliament debating at national level has enhanced my skills of independent research, ability to extract key information and link ideas together to form the bigger picture. Skills that will aid me during the medical course. I was able to learn about pioneering scientific and medical research, their possible applications, and also the ethical concerns behind them. This has made me more understanding and respectful to personal beliefs, crucial for good patient care where you will treat people from all walks of life and disparate faith. This quote here is a great demonstration of how you should reflect deeply on an example and how you should link things to a key quality. This youth parliament example shows how they learnt lessons from it and grew as a person by developing new skills. Then they went on to link this to how it will help them become a better doctor in the future. So this is similar to the sentence structure we got introduced to in the last lesson, which goes example, link to key person specification, reflect on it, and then relate back to the subject. And notice the level of detail here. It doesn't just stop at a superficial level of reflection, but takes things a little bit further. For example, when it says, this has made me more understanding and respectful of personal beliefs crucial for good patient care where you will treat people from all walks of life and disparate faiths. That is a very good example of a deep level of reflection. It really shows personal development and it shows that you're mature enough to arrive at all of these lessons. Here's another example of reflection in action. Memorably, I saw the composure and sensitivity needed by doctors in an emotionally charged family meeting as a mother with dementia was told it was not safe to return home. From an ethical perspective, this taught me to respect patient autonomy and to always act in the best interest of patients, treating them as individuals. This again is a great demonstration of reflection. It talks about a specific example to derive important lessons, things like patient autonomy, acting in the best interest of patients, and they go on to link it to a key quality that they learnt, which in this case is respect. Now, of course, like I mentioned, all of this is very wordy, so just select a few good ones that you should reflect quite deeply with, and for the rest, just do a very superficial level of reflection, because let's be real, if you ended up doing a deep dive to everything, you just won't have the space and you'll go way above the character count. But when you are reflecting on things and extracting lessons from them, don't forget to use the sentence structure of providing an example, linking it to a key quality, reflecting on it, and then linking it back to medicine.